right, I'm going to document myself cleaning out not a terribly clogged, but a clogged drain that's kind of backing up a little bit. You can kind of see it's backing up a little, probably a little something in there. We're gonna give it a shot. So I cleared out the bottom of, well, almost, of this sink area. This is my guest bathroom, and my cat is trying to help me. Come on, kitty, let's get out. So I cleared everything out under it, and I put a towel and a basin. And so I'm going to do a couple of things here. I will unconnect this part from the drain to the P-trap. And I have a few tools. I don't think I have the best tools, but I have some. And I have some screwdrivers. And all right, I'm gonna keep unscrewing this. Okay, got it unscrewed. Now I need to get this other one done as well. And yes, you want to have a basin or something to catch the water, because there's water that it's meant to be trapped in the P-trap so that sewer gases don't escape through and make your bathroom all smelly. I'm sure there's other reasons for it too. Maybe if you drop something valuable down there, you can fish it out a little more easier than having an expensive earring get washed away immediately. Okay. Oh, there we go. And sure enough, we found the guilty culprit. So now I'm going to disconnect this little doodad, and that is what moves the stopper. So let's give this a shot with this guy. Okay, I'm coming back to this. I found some real pliers, and this is, I think, gonna make a big difference. Okay, sure enough. Oh. Okay. There we go. This little doodad is now. Oh, look at that. There's some more stuff there. Let me get some light on this. This is fun. Yay. Some exciting stuff. Well, at least I'm figuring out what's causing the drain to back up. All right, so now I should be able to pull this doodad out of here. Ta-da! Okay. Then I'm gonna go ahead and stick this in the little basin down here. And I'm gonna push some paper through here and see what we can knock out of the way. So I'm just using these like ad papers, and I'm kind of crumpling them up, and I'm gonna go ahead and shove them through. Oh goodness, let's see what's coming out on the other end. Not much is coming out on the other end. Well, let's see what else I can do. Oh. Okay. Aha! There it is. All right. Now, if this were my dad, he'd just grab hold of that, and I probably should just do that. I might go ahead and put a little more paper through here first, though. That might help. Okay, paper part 2. Here it is. I tried some Drano on this. Well, it was not Drano. And it didn't have a snake because, with the COVID stuff going on, you just get what you can get. So then I did a little research on how to do this without Drano. And my dad is a plumber, so I really should have given him a call and said, hey, Dad, help me out with this. But I kind of wanted the satisfaction of doing it myself. Okay. Uh-oh, something's stuck. All right. let's give it another look-see. Okay, oh, it might be stuck down here. So, well, here goes nothing. And here that paper is. And it's kind of like clearing out those pipes. And I might go ahead, let's see here. Doesn't seem to be much of an impediment there. I might see if I can get this part off and just do a little extra check just to make sure. Okay. So I was able to get this loose. Okay. Oh, and I'm kind of glad that I checked in on it because it looks like it needs a little love too. The main thing I'm going to have to be careful with is making sure that when I assemble this all of the gaskets are really tight. And so, all right, so let's see if I can clear this guy out. Now, if I were a real plumber, I'd have an auger or a snake or whatever they call it. And I'm just doing best I have with what I got. And the good thing is it's not like a super big clog. So I mean, it's not gonna be clean, you know, but as long as it's just kind of kept from obstruction. And then I probably should check this little doodad and clean this out too before I put it back in. There we go. So I'll give that a nice little cleanse. Okay, so I gave this guy a little cleanse. It's time to put this back in the sink because I'm gonna start putting the parts back together. So, my big question is, oh, there's still paper in there. So I don't need to put this back together until I get all that paper out. All right, here it goes. Let's see what we got here. Uh-oh. Well, maybe it needs a little more paper. Let's give it a try. Okay, so I just had to reach in a little bit and grab some of that paper. And here it goes. Yeah, it's just helping to kind of clear out the stuff that's still in there. All right, I think I'm good. Okay, so I got our paper. Do a quick little look. Pipe looks pretty clean. Kind of hard to tell from the camera. And I can see down into the little basin below, which is a good thing. So, I'm gonna start putting this one back in. My main question is, it's gotta hook into that thing. So I'm guessing if I put it in this way to where the hole is facing, where that little knob goes in, it should latch onto that so that when I hook this guy back on, it will work. So before I put everything else back, I'm gonna make sure that this gets reassembled correctly. Okay, so I have this and I cleaned it off. There's like a little washer and everything. I made sure everything's still attached. So this is gonna go back into here. I feel like it grabbed onto it. I'm gonna do a little check. I think it hooked onto it. I think I just have it set to the wrong little notch here. Okay, so I discovered something. You kind of have to hold both of them. You got to hold the little stopper bit, and while you're putting this part underneath, you're putting it back in. And I need to be careful because I need to actually readjust it so that it can still open. So it's got the lever has to push down. So that means I need, so when this pulls up, it needs to push down. Okay, I'm gonna do a little work on this. Okay, so the weird thing about my little sink part is I feel like there needs to be something kind of holding this in place. I ended up just kind of bending it a little bit more. So when this little part is down, it's open. And when I pull the little knob, it closes. So I feel like I've gotten it adjusted where it needs to be. I'm gonna go ahead and open it up for now. And then underneath, what that looks like, so this is the sink open, and then that's it closed. So that's what happens down underneath. I might need to bend it a little bit more because I feel like it can slide off kind of easily. Let me give this a little try. I'm sure I could just go to the hardware store and I could tell them what's going on and they can mansplain something to me about it. And maybe if they could just give me a little something, I bet I could fix it a little bit better. But I think it will work for now. All right, I think I'm almost ready to assemble. I might go ahead, see if any other craziness comes out of here, but I feel like it's set. And I can just, you know, maybe wipe these down. I need to, oh, there's some liquid in here. I need to pour this out. These look pretty, I mean, clearish. I'll go ahead and run some paper through here as well, just to kind of, you know, get out some of the gunk since it's already disassembled. And this little part, I'm going to do the same too. All right. So yeah, I am running this through, and so far it's gotten it pretty clean. All right, it's pretty clean. You can see there's some kind of like plumber's putty that's still in there, but that should be fine. So main thing, we just got to get this fitting on top of this, and I'm going to kind of screw it down loosely and not tightly until all the pieces are kind of fit back where they go, so I can make some little like movement adjustments as I need to. Yeah. All right, so I've got this part on here, and this part I can go ahead and, well, I don't want to completely because it needs to move around a little bit. And then this part I need to go ahead and see how it kind of like wiggles. Oh, okay. So I feel like I need to make sure that this one is a little bit more set up, because it has these little gaskets in there. Okay, so I had to review some of my previous videos on how to get this back in, but I do remember that this needs to be able to go into this pipe, and then it has the sealant parts here. This part, this pipe itself has like the little sealing, you see that little lip on there? So it's supposed to seal with this. So I'm gonna try to hook these two up together, because see where that line is? This P-trap part needs to be like really close to where it was before, and when I was trying to reassemble it, it was like down here, and I want it to be as close to what it looked like before. So let's give that a shot. Tricky part. So I was able to connect these two, but now getting this all together might be tricky. So what I might have to do is just assemble this part first, and then, yeah, I'll try this again. Okay, I disassembled the P-trap, and I know this has to go fit in here, and it's got the little gasket sealer, so we got to make sure everything's back or else it might leak, and we don't want that to happen. So I'm going to try to get this on kind of loosely so it doesn't fall out. And then, let's see. All right. This is where the fun magic should happen. Okay, I'll get it lined up. Okay, I got it lined up. So, and this appears to be where it was before. And I think it's kind of like when you're putting a wheel back on the car and you need to not tighten one all the way first. You need to kind of tighten them all slowly together so that it doesn't put uneven pressure on the pipes. So that's what I'm attempting to do right now. And yeah, you better believe in my mind I'm saying righty-tighty, lefty-loosey. And of course they're all kind of in different directions, so that makes it kind of fun too. Now I'm thinking I need to call my dad and have him inspect my work. Say, Dad, what grade would you give me? Would I get an A at least? You know what, I'll take a B. I really don't want it to leak, so let's go for an A. Okay. And I need to be careful. I'm putting some pressure on this cabinet door. I need to be careful about that. I don't need a whole other set of issues on my hands. So I hope I didn't do a really bad thing. It started to split right here. So I'm gonna make a mental note to myself to ask Dad about this. I'm gonna give him a call today anyway, and make sure that this isn't gonna cause an issue later. And I might have to hit up the hardware store anyway, just to go ahead and buy a replacement and just take care of it so I don't have to worry about a leak later. Okay, well, it feels like everything's nice and tight. So I'm gonna turn on the water and let's see what happens. So this is, all right, open. All right, water is flowing. It's not backing up. All right, let's take a look down here. All right. I'm not seeing any leaks. So what I'm probably going to do after I clean up, I am going to wash my hands really well and clean up all this. I'm probably going to leave this towel under here. I might even leave this basin under here just for a couple days just to make sure, or maybe something in case, maybe a little plastic something, just in case there is something like a leak that pops up a little bit later. But this is looking very promising. I did it myself. Hey, Dad, are you proud? All right, catch y'all later. Bye.